and Marty Frolic, the Whiskey River Band. I had to study their Facebook pictures to know all their names. Anyway, thanks again for coming out. It's going to be a great evening tonight. We'd like to introduce Ray Franks as a special guest from Kinross, Michigan. And Ray's been a great supporter of the Northern Ontario Country Music Association, a guest many times in the Great Northern Opry shows held every Saturday at the Northern Ontario Country Music Hall of Fame right here at the Station Mall in Sault Ste. Marie. And Ray would like to make a presentation to Bill Thorn. Bill Thorn is a living legend in the world of radio and the Twin Saults. In his 60 years of broadcasting, Bill has touched countless lives through his Four Horsemen show and Hymn Time. Bill has always been a staunch supporter of country and western and bluegrass music. Ladies and gentlemen, please make welcome Mr. Bill Thorn. Ray will make a presentation to Bill Thorn, and welcome, gentlemen.
Thank you very much. Thank you folks out there for coming tonight. The Lord bless you. Mr. Bill Thorn has been in the country music business for 60, almost 62 years. It will be in another month. Bill could really tell you some stories. Him and Don Ramsey was real best of friends and real close friends. And in fact, he said Don Ramsey stood up when he got married for him. And that was something. So, but he is, and I enjoy it. I do hymn time with Bill quite often whenever I'm in the area. When I'm home, I go down to the station and do hymn time with him. And I'm very proud to do that. And if I get a chance, I go to the Four Horsemen too. But I don't get there too often because I'm usually somewhere else, booked, doing a show somewhere else. But anyway, for Bill tonight, I'd like to present this award to Bill. And there's nobody deserves it more than he does. He's been a staunch supporter of country, bluegrass, and gospel music, like I said, for 62 years. And for that, we're going to give him from the Country Music Association, Northern Opry, the Living Legend Award. Mr. Bill Thorn says 2008, a living legend in the world of radio in the Twin Saults. In his 60 years of broadcasting, Bill has touched countless lives through his Four Horsemen show and Hymn Time. Bill has always been a staunch supporter of country and western and bluegrass and gospel music. Bill, this is for you, brother.
Thank you very much. You know, I've always said that country music fans are loving, conscientious, and above all of that, you're the best looking fans in the world. You should have them here tonight. But it is a pleasure to be here. The last time I was on stage was on the Grand Ole Opry in Nashville, Tennessee. My special guest that night was Elvis Presley. And Elvis took me out to his favorite steakhouse 20 miles outside of Nashville. And I spent 3 hours with him. And I have a book coming out. It's called A Thorn Amongst the Roses. And the roses are all of the people that I have interviewed in my 60, soon to be 2 years on radio. And, you know, really, to be honored by your own people, and I feel part of Canada as well, because Don was not only my good friend, Don Ramsey, but he was my mentor. I was 15 when I came over, and I auditioned for a job at CJIC, and they had 45 young men wanting to be on the radio. But Grant Highland, who was the owner of CJIC way back then, said he wanted that soft-spoken one, and that happened to be me. So I worked at CJIC, substituting for Don on riding the range and also Sunday on the range. And so I thank Don for giving me an opportunity to get into country music, gospel music, and now the governor of Michigan called me and said that I've been nominated for the Michigan Broadcasters Hall of Fame. Also, our Congressman, Bart Stupak, came on my radio show a couple of weeks ago, and he said that he is also submitting my name for the National Broadcasters Hall of Fame. It's a real pleasure to be here tonight, and perhaps we get a chance to meet some of you. And you know, part of my blood is Anishinaabe. And we love to hug, so we may be up there hugging. Don't slap me. But thank you very much. It's a pleasure, and God bless each and every one of you.
Bill being radio 62 years when he's only 70. That's a young age to start.